hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. I am an African. I am formed of the migrants who left Europe to find a new home. Whatever their own actions, they remain still part of me. In my veins courses the blood of the Malay slaves who came from the East. Their proud dignity informs my bearing, their culture a part of my essence. I am the grandchild of the warrior men and women that Hintsa and Sekhukhune led. The patriots that Cetshwayo and Mpepu took to battle, the soldiers Moshweshwe and Ngungunyane taught never to dishonor the cause of freedom. My mind and my knowledge of myself is formed by the victories that are the jewels in our African crown. The victories we earned from Isandlwana to Khartoum, as Ethiopians and as the Ashanti of Ghana, as the Berbers of the desert. I am the grandchild who lays fresh flowers on the Boer graves at St. Helena and the Bahamas, who sees in the mind's eye and suffers the suffering of a simple peasant folk, death, concentration camps, destroyed homesteads, a dream in ruin. I am the child of Nongqawushe. I am he who made it possible to trade in the world markets, in diamonds, in gold, in the same food for which my stomach yearns. I come of those who were transported from India and China, whose being resided in the fact solely that they were able to provide physical labor, who taught me that we could both be at home and be foreign. Being part of all these people, and in the knowledge that none dare contest my assertion, I shall claim that I am an African. I have seen our country torn asunder as these, all of whom are my people, engaged one another in a titanic battle. I have seen what happens when the stronger appropriate to themselves the prerogative even to annul the injunction that God created all men and women in His image. I know what it signifies when race and color are used to determine who is human and who subhuman. I have experience of the situation in which race and color are used to enrich some and impoverish the rest. I have seen concrete expression of the denial of the dignity of a human being, emanating from the conscious, systemic, and systematic oppressive and repressive activities of other human beings. Among us prowl the products of our immoral and amoral past, killers who have no sense of the worth of human life, rapists who have absolute disdain for the women of our country, animals who would seek to benefit from the vulnerability of the children, the disabled and the old, the rapacious who brook no obstacle in their quest for self-enrichment. All this I know, and know to be true, because I am an African. Because of that, I am also able to state this fundamental truth, that I am born of a people who are heroes and heroines. I am born of a people who would not tolerate oppression. I am of a nation that would not allow that fear of death, torture, imprisonment, exile, or persecution should result in the perpetuation of injustice. The great masses, who are our mother and father, will not permit that the behavior of the few results in the description of our country and people as barbaric. Whatever the circumstances they have lived through, and because of that experience, they are determined to define for themselves who they are and who they should be. We will maintain our right to formulate our own definition of what it means to be African. Our Constitution is an unequivocal statement that we refuse to accept that our Africanness shall be defined by our race, color, gender, or historical origins. It is a firm assertion made by ourselves that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, black or white. It gives concrete expression to the sentiment we share as Africans, and will defend to the death that the people shall govern. It enables resolution of conflicts by peaceful means rather than resorting to force. It rejoices in the diversity of our people and creates the space for all of us to define ourselves as one people. Today, it feels good to be an African. I am an African. Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper. We will answer Africa's call. We are Africans.